Jai.
All right, JJ up on the flip side and Jenny G on the upswing. Here we are, coming at you.
Downside. I'm like,
Coming at you with a brand new episode of the Julian Dion Show with Jennifer Grant and Jordan Jane.
You okay? I'm impressed you know Jordan's middle name.
Well, wasn't that one of your handles at one point for your company, Jordan Jane Media or something? Or is that your email? Sorry, not to give away. We're on, by the way. What's your SIN number?
My email, that's why.
Yeah, it's email. There you go.
Gotcha.
I knew it was somewhere. Yeah, here we are coming at you with a brand new epi, reminding you to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. If you've got the Apple device there, the Apple iPhone as they call it, the 2 or up, you'll have the podcast app, that purple app, Apple Podcasts. Leave a review. It makes all the difference in the world. And subscribe on YouTube. We have a lot of audio listeners. Our YouTube numbers are abysmal. But
abysmal.
They are. They're trash, garbage. But it's fine because we do have a lot of audio listeners. And to be truthful, that's weird. To be honest, I was talking to Jordan Jane about this a while back. Maybe months ago, weeks.
Okay,
it's such a different show listening to it. It's better.
Yeah.
Watching, I mean, nobody really sits and watches, but it's just one way to consume podcasts. You think they hit play on YouTube and do stuff. It's just a different channel, even though they say video is the future. When you listen to the show on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, it's
better.
I think it's better. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too.
Maybe you really hear the soundboard.
Oh my gosh.
Well, maybe you should wash it.
Anyway. You sound like a manatee when you do that. I'm a weird person now, I've discovered.
You're just realizing
well,
that now?
I was always weird, but since when I'm sober, I don't care what people think of me.
That's great.
When I'm high all the time, I always feel like I'm going to get in trouble. Like I bring my car to the mechanic, I'm like, he's going to yell at me if I've done something wrong. I go to the dentist, I'm like, oh, they're going to yell at me. Like I always felt like I'm going to be in trouble. In French, I would say, je vais me faire disputer. Someone's going to yell at me. I just always felt that way, constantly. Around you, around anybody. Oh, I'm going to be in trouble. Going to go pick up a bread order at Pipolinka here in the village. They're going to yell at me. Not yell, but like do something wrong. You know what I mean? That feeling.
What could you do wrong at a bakery?
It's weed. You can't, I don't know. I was paranoid, I guess, even though I loved it.
Why do you think you loved it? I'm just curious.
I just love escaping, being numb.
But it doesn't
while my
sound
life
numb
fell
when
apart.
You're paranoid.
Huh?
Like that doesn't seem numb to me. Like to me, I find drinking, I can see why it feels numbing.
It is numbing. You're numbing your emotions. You're feeling. You're. Of course, it is. We're not breaking news here.
Yeah,
but
I know.
Pot numbs you.
No. But if you're paranoid, that doesn't sound
Today,
numb.
on the show.
Does that sound numb to you? Paranoid?
It sounds. Yeah. Well, not. No, you're still numb, but you're still just got this little paranoia happening. But and things get worse in your life, and you smoke more to escape that. It's like escapism. So like things would pile up, and I'm so much more productive and organized. Sober, it's crazy. Money's coming in. It's great. Like everything is firing on all cylinders. And I know if you're high listening to this show right now, you're like, ugh, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but anyway.
I know what you mean. Like I've been posting stories about running, and then I'm like, ugh.
I'm
just
sure.
looking at that, going, ugh.
No, I guarantee there's people. I mean, I'm one of those.
You can't worry about what people think, though.
Let's hear stories. And go, yeah.
You don't. I'm trying to not just post running, but more like have a reason for posting running. You know what I mean? Because.
What's your reason?
Well, I don't know, sharing like things I've realized while I'm running, or motivational things, or something where there's value for people to see it.
Hey guys, I realized today while running that Jesus Christ is the answer.
Ah,
Follow me for more evangelical news.
No, not that.
So, yeah, like a reason, but still, people don't see the reason. They just see a running post and they're like, please. People that are like not that. The people that will think that are people that know they should be doing it and want to do it, but just can't get off their ass and do it. Like, again, me. And I see those posts and I go, oh, block, mute Jenny.
Oh my God. Imagine you unfollowed me.
I didn't unfollow, but I muted your stories
No,
and your
you
posts.
did not. Oh my God. Imagine.
You'd never know. I mute a lot of stories and posts. It's very hypocritical because I want everybody to see me. Look at my things. But no, I'm weird now. Like this, I've done this the third time this month, and I posted it yesterday for content. I'll go into this happened. I had a gig. Actually, I know the day it started. October 8th. Had a gig in Orleans. And I was driving in front of a movie theater. And I pulled up, left the car running, went inside, and just got popcorn to go.
Why would you leave the car running?
It's like this is gonna sound insane, but I leave it running because you always need to get past the ticket person to go to concession for a lot of places. Some it's like right after the concession, but a lot of places you have to get past the ticket person to go to the thing. And so this is my way of going, like, if they don't believe me that I just want popcorn. That's my car running out in the front, by the way.
Oh my God.
That's my car that someone's stealing things from. That's my car driving away from a stranger.
Can you please not do that anymore?
Anyway, I left it running. I leave it run. The 3 times I've gone, I've left it running. It's like a backup in case they don't let me go. I go, guys, that's my car
How
right
can
there.
they even see the car?
Because I park right in front, literally in front of the door.
Oh my God.
Put the four-way flashers on, get out, car's running. And I was leaving a show, so I had a 3-piece suit on, and the like 16-year-old zit-faced person is like,
zit-faced.
"Hi there, ticket." And I'm like, I'm just gonna get popcorn. And she's like, "Okay." And then I'm in line for popcorn, and actually the guy serving me was like this 17-year-old guy. I'm gonna guess gay, just because of the effeminate ways. But he's like, "Wow, you're dressed nice." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm off work." But he's like, "What movie are you seeing?" And I was like, "I'm not actually. I'm just getting popcorn." He's like, "Oh," and it must be more common than I thought, because he's like, "Oh, do you want an upside down bag on it?" Like, and he did.
Upside down bag.
He did. He filled it and put an upside down bag on it for the road, which I wasn't even at the car, and that bag was gone, and I was munching on the popcorn. Walking out, or I do that move where you're walking out, it's overflowing, and you're holding the popcorn with both hands, and you start eating the top ones with your tongue. You stick your tongue out, and they stick to your tongue. Just,
Have you done that, Jojo?
Oh yeah, I think that's like the best way to eat popcorn.
Universal.
Yeah, they stick to the top ones stick to your tongue, and you're
It's
just
just
like
weird when you're halfway through and you're still doing that, sticking your whole head right in the bag, like a cat. Cats do that. Anyways, go ahead.
like a butter addicted lizard.
Or a frog. They have a long tongue too. Anyways.
Same thing. Same family. Don't try to punch up my joke with a different amphibian. I'm like a lizard or a frog. Frog has. Anyway, so but this time, the first time I did it, I was so mad because you forgot the butter. I always ask for extra butter layered. Forgot it. So I had to eat movie popcorn dry.
Wow.
And I ate like half of it before I got home.
I love how he was so conscious of upside down bag, but
no butter.
No butter. That's a very critical.
I think he was thrown on by my 3-piece suit.
Are you being like, I don't know if is that rude? How you're doing that accent?
It's not an accent. It's
affect.
Why is that rude? It's like that David Cross joke. He goes, "Not all gay people talk like that with the S, the pan-seared chèvre, but only gay people." And it's funny. I know people that have come out of the closet, knew them before. They did not have the S. And then they come out, and it's like, all of a sudden, it's like...
Oh, really?
Oh, hey, sweet piece. Yeah, it was like,
I wonder
why?
if they were resisting wanting to talk.
It's got to be a put on. I think it's not natural. It's
No.
an effort to do it. Like you have to train your tongue to
There's no way that's not. There's no way that's a put on.
the S.
Jordan, what do you think?
It's not a natural way. You have to make an effort to be like,
Are you scared to comment, Jordan?
why? What's wrong?
No, yeah, that would be hard to keep it going like that if it was,
Put on?
you know.
Well,
How would you do that?
It's a
Yeah,
habit.
because there's little kids that speak like that, and you think, oh well,
You think, hey.
either they're very like they have more of a feminine way of speaking, or that they may be potentially going to be gay when they're older.
Very rarely, I don't even think it exists that a straight person has this.
I think
Hey
it exists.
guys, we should go to Sassafras for the salmon. It's
Oh
so
my
delicious.
God, sassafras.
They have the best pan-seared salmon. Show me a straight person that talks like that.
Well, I
It's
don't.
only gay. And again, not all gay people. I'm taking that from David Cross. Not all, but only. It's
well, I feel like
the universal.
no. There's some men. I mean, maybe they're in the closet, but I have met men that are married and to a woman.
Oof, that woman's going to be devastated soon. But I know some guys try to do an impression of it, and they go like they do the like the th sound. They go, "Hey, sweet pea." It's like, no, it's not. It's not like that. It's just at the tip of the tongue.
Tip of the tongue.
So nice. It's so nice. Oh my God! Saturday we went swimming, and the sea was so smooth.
I'm not laughing at. I'm not. I'm just.
It's
laughing
fine.
At how funny-
What are we saying wrong? I don't think we're saying anything wrong. We're very pro gay here.
Yeah, but it's
My
like
father's gay.
Oh my God. By the way, can you not ever? I'm obsessed with you leaving the car running to get movie popcorn.
Okay, so then the second time, that was the first time. The second time
But
was
wait,
just.
can I just say something before you continue?
Go ahead.
You can't do that anymore because
Probably
there
won't.
is a chance the car will be stolen. Okay,
Doubtful. Who's going to a movie?
it doesn't
They're-
matter. It
hey,
happens.
we're gonna go. We're watching Top Gun. We're on the way. Can't wait. We're on a date. Hey, I know we were going to the movie. This is crazy, but this car is running.
It's happened
Screw
before.
our date. Let's just jump in the car and go.
It's
in
happened.
Orleans.
Yeah, it's happened before. In fact, it happened to my mother. My mother went to a store, just ran in to buy something, came out,
Where
and
was
her
the
car was
it's
gone.
context though? Where was this? Where was the
It
store?
was like not in a bad neighborhood. It was like
Yeah, but
just-
was it like because there's no foot traffic other than moviegoers. Usually movie theaters have huge long popcorns,
oh my God, you're obsessed with popcorn.
parking lots, and so it's not like there's foot traffic. Like
Trust me, at Billingsbridge, even that's.
That's full of riffraff. They're just
do
walking
you
around
know?
looking to steal cars. Look at where it is. It's close to South Keys.
It doesn't matter. All I'm trying to say is, if it got stolen, you'd have to explain to the police what happened. They'd be
I'd
like, "Well,
say-
how did they steal it?" And you're like, "Well, it was running." Well, why did you leave your car running? And then you have to explain your weird popcorn reason.
Maybe I'd use this voice. I was sorry. I was having just a day,
don't.
and I needed a salty snack. So I pulled the. Why? No. Hello.
No, I'm not laughing at that.
Maybe he'd go easy on me, officer.
Stop with that, Jordan. Tell him,
Why?
Jordan.
Oh my God.
Tell him to stop.
It's not
What did I
offensive.
say?
Why am I offensive? It was not offensive.
It could be taken that way.
Oh, come on. Gay people don't have senses of humor anymore. Actually, when I worked in a restaurant in Toronto, my GM, or not the GM, the operations director, Matthew King, as gay as can be, but he didn't have that lisp. And we always talk like that, joking. Like, that was for 5 years. We talked to each other like that. And he was gay. He would have told me, actually, that's appropriating our culture. Please don't. He didn't.
I think it's because he knew you and knew you weren't a bad person. But if people don't know that and they just hear you doing that and you're not gay, it's kind of like you can't. They're an
sensitivity.
oppressed. No, they're an oppressed group. So if you're not part of that group, you can't make fun.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I reject that notion. But actually, the sassafras line was his. So
Sassafras.
every time we would talk, we would like, it became like an improv game, like how many S words we could use.
Improv game.
And every time we'd talk, like we would say legit things to each other, but we would try to change what we were saying, like the words we were using to say the same thing, just to include more S's. Oh my God, we burst out laughing so many times. But he came up with the sassafras one. He was like, "Have you had the salmon and sassafras? It's so moist." Nearly fell on the floor when he said it. And then this, at one point, this other guy, a friend of mine as well. See, I'm friends with these people.
Wow, you're so progressive.
I know. That part was a joke when I said these people. Anyway, in case I have to highlight every part that's a joke. But we hired this guy, Cal, who became a good buddy. And he legit spoke like that. And he was so far. He started as a host and then became a server. But we were really far back. Like, do you remember Hacienda? That there was like stairs to go upstairs. There's like 4 or 5 steps, and then like a platform, like a landing, and then stairs to go. We were on that landing, Matt and I, and he was at the door. And it was busy. There's like a lot of people and music playing. And Matt came to me laughing. He goes, "Oh my God, I don't know what he's saying, but all I can hear is like through the music and everything."
Is that the one that's on Avenue and DuPont?
Yeah, it's no longer.
That
It's
location is doomed for some reason. That building.
Yeah.
Anything that goes there.
Today on Toronto Annex Real Estate.
It's true, though. Don't you find that happens where there's certain locations that no matter what you put in there,
Yeah.
why?
It's another restaurant there now.
It's going to fail.
So the second time, I was leaving the gym. This is just last week, maybe? Yeah, it was last week. I'm leaving the gym at Lansdowne and driving right in front of the movie theater, like right in front of the door as you exit. It's like on Market Way or something like that as you're like leaving.
Don't say you left it running.
Yeah.
That's a bad neighborhood, too, and lots of foot traffic.
That one I will give you. So
Not bad, but...
It's the Glebe.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah,
there's
it's
still,
so not bad, but I mean, there's
still
different
riffraff, though.
There's different foot traffic. It's completely.
Oh, trust me.
That was funny. It's the Glebe.
No,
Well,
I
you're
agree.
like,
As I
"That's
said
a
that.
bad neighborhood."
No, but there is an element of it. Oh my God, look at Cordy.
Lie down. Scratching to make it comfortable. Aw.
That's pretty cute, Cordy. Sorry.
Anyway, so as I'm leaving, heading towards Queen Elizabeth Way, I pull a Yui because you can park for 5 minutes in front of the movies. It says like 5-minute drop-off zone. So I'm like, perfect. I'm going to leave it running right there.
But just turn it off.
I know, but
And lock the doors, please.
I left it running, and you can see the ticketing. And there, it's like a whole other level. They take the ticket at the bottom, and then you take an escalator up to the concession
So you
and
just
the
went
movie
up
theater.
the escalator and left the car running? You're...
Yeah.
Oh my God, you make me insane.
So then I run in the first time, and there's like this, again, 17-year-old girl there, and she's like, "Ticket?" And I'm like, "I was just going to go up and get popcorn." She's like, "Okay." And so I go up, run up, get popcorn, leave. It was great. Yesterday, took it a step further. So you were home. I thought I'm going to get more popcorn as I'm on my way home, as I'm leaving the gym. So this time thinking ahead, because it's messy in the car when you have an overflowing, like you can't eat it with your tongue while driving. I mean, you can, but it's like you have to set it down at some point. And so I park, pull a Yui, park in the 5-minute parking, leave it running, go inside. I'm just here for popcorn. And I go up the escalator. But this time, before I went there, I left the gym. I went to Whole Foods to buy a couple drinks, coconut water.
Zevia,
some, what's it called? Kombucha. Anyway, and I did not need a bag for my drinks. But when she asked me, "Do you need a bag?" Because I was thinking a step ahead, I go, "Yes, please. I'll take those thick, beautiful
oh my gosh,
Whole Food paper bags." And they always double bag it. So I had my drinks in the bag. I take the extra bag. And now I walk into a movie theater with a giant paper bag, Whole Foods bag. I go up the escalator. I'm just like this weird dude. I'm like, I go up and there's a long line at the concession, so I'm just standing there with a huge,
Oh my God! While the car's running.
yeah, with a huge
Ugh.
paper. Forget the car running part and just listen to the story. Jeez,
hard.
you're stuck on this thing.
Excuse me,
The
it's-
car's in the driveway now. It's fine. Like, you're like like on the edge of your seat. Like, did someone take it? Did it get stolen? Oh my God, the car. It's here. I got here safe. But I get there. Yes, the car running, long lineup, and I'm just standing there with a paper bag from Whole Foods, and I get 2 large popcorns, extra butter layered. I got some dill sprinkle mix thing, that salty dill. What do you call it? Flavor?
Yeah, like seasoning.
Seasoning. That's the word I'm looking for. And I got some peanut M&Ms for you. I don't eat that shit.
Oh my God!
No,
like
no
as
sugar.
if I'm sitting around eating M&Ms all day.
No, but you will eat them. I don't.
Okay.
So no, as a rare treat. I'm just still doing the no sugar thing. Anyway, and then at the cash, I like unfold the whole food bag and like, you know, when you get air through it to get it like you, how would you call that action for the people listening when you like
Right. Shake it. Like,
yeah, like you take it, you open it, but the sides are stuck to each other, so you like
Yeah.
fill it with air, like you
Yeah.
whip it in the air, like flah. So I do that with my bag.
You know what our podcast is slowly turning into?
What?
What is it called when you do this? What is it called when you do this? It's like
Well, you know what I mean.
no, it's just funny because we talk about like what's few and what's a handful. It's just funny.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into an argument of like it's not a whip, it's
Yeah.
more of a lash. What would you call that, Jordan? When you you know what I mean? You take a bag and you go
Oh God.
you whip
I'm
it.
not sure.
You
Yeah, you whip it.
there's got to be an action, like
Whip
a
it
word
good?
for that, like a verb. Take the
You
bag. You
You fling it. You.
yeah,
Anyways,
flosh it.
flosh.
Yeah, let's invent let's invent one.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so you take your bag and flosh it because there is no word
Shake
for
it.
it. Let's invent flosh. Could you do me a favor? Hand me that bag before you do flosh it. If my hands are full.
Mm.
Anyway, so I do that. I'm at the counter, like flat, with a big paper bag, and she's handing me the popcorn, and I'm grabbing it like from on top with my 2 hands, and I'm slowly putting it in the
Oh my God.
in the Whole Foods
But
bag, and with the M&Ms and the seasoning, dill pickle seasoning, and then I take the 2 paper straps on the paper bag, and I walk out of there with like a full
Oh
bag of
my
popcorn.
God. And it's really overpriced pot. They must wonder what the hell you're doing. Like,
Cost me $30.
oh my God.
$30 for the seasoning, the M&Ms, and 2 large popcorn, and then I just turn around and shimmy through the line and go back down the escalator. Say, thanks, have a good night to the girl that let me in. She's like, good night.
But do you find that movie popcorn is a lot better than
Yes.
the popcorn we make at home?
Are you kidding me?
I don't
It's
find
so-
it is.
Oh,
I love the popcorn at home.
I'm eating some right now. I've got a full bag left from yesterday. We ate 1 bag. I thought I was gonna throw up.
well, you're probably
Look at it. It's full. Look, if it wasn't full, I could flosh it for you to show.
flosh.
Anyway,
I don't find Jordan. Do you find it a lot better than
there's nothing like popcorn.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does not compare.
stovetop?
It
No,
is.
it does not compare.
Oh, I love. I
It's-
prefer stovetop.
Nah, well, it's just because you know it's healthier, but it
Oh,
can't
it's
compare.
way healthier.
And I saw the bin of the yellow salt seasoning that they put in it. Like it's so bright yellow.
Uh-oh.
They had the big. Oh yeah, it's not great for you, but it's so good. Look.
You
Oh.
gotta live a little.
Yeah.
Well, I think
know?
this is
Have-
becoming slowly becoming a very regular habit for
3
Julie
times
and Mel.
since October 8th.
That's a lot. Since October 8th.
Since October 8th.
3 times in a month. So, but it's so different. I mean, yes, stovetop, we make it really good with some avocado oil and butter and salt, but there's nothing like the yellow chemical they put in this.
Well, I don't.
I used to make it.
It's funny. I don't.
You don't find the difference?
No.
There's nothing like that. Well, I mean, they Movie theater popcorn, the only second closest that they come to is gas station popcorn when they come in those long, thin bags.
No, I don't like it as much, actually.
It's so good.
I just figure you can make it on this. If you make it on the, I don't like microwave popcorn. I'll put it out there.
Well, there you go. That's where you fall off.
You like that?
Microwave popcorn, yes.
No, I don't like it. I don't like air popped. Like if you put butter on air pop, maybe, but like the stovetop is my favorite.
Well,
even over movie popcorn. I like movie popcorn.
It's the reason I go to the movies. It's literally the whole reason is for popcorn. I remember hanging out with some friends that used to always go to the movies when I was, I don't know, maybe 17, 18 years old. Like young. I just got my driver's license and they didn't do snacks. We would just go to the movies. They would sit.
That's crazy.
They would sit one apart from each other, always.
Oh my god!
Yeah, home like scared. Everyone would look at those gay guys. They were like scared.
Oh my god!
So always sit with one seat in between. Yes.
Girl, I don't think girls would ever do that.
Always sit
Jordan?
one seat in between and no snacks, and we just sit there. And I remember being like, "What the fuck is the point of this? I can't eat popcorn or rub my friend's thigh."
Rub my friend's thigh or do the
Yeah.
the arm where you pretend to yawn and the arm goes around.
Or you put your dick through the popcorn.
Okay.
Through the
I was
bottom
trying
of
to
the.
be wholesome here with the.
What does that even mean?
I know.
You've never heard that trick that you poke a hole in the bottom and you put your dick through the bottom of the popcorn. So when your date is like fishing for popcorn, she gets a warm meat surprise.
Oh.
You've never heard that? I
my
haven't made that up.
Gee.
It's like a urban
Legends?
joke. Well, not a legend, but it's like kind of.
Urban legend.
Yeah. You ever heard this? Telling that around the campfire, like, you ever hear the one where the guy stuck his dick through the bottom of the popcorn bag?
Oh gosh.
No, yeah, it's you've never heard that? Put your it would
Never.
first of all, the logistics of that sound awful. I don't think anyone's ever done it. If so, it would just be a handful of people, like 3 to 30. And let's call back to
here we
last
go.
episode. Anyway, so
What?
I said a handful of people from 3 to 30 people.
Nah.
The logistics of that, first of all, you'd have to get hard. You'd have to make a hole in the bottom. You can't subtly make a hole like this.
You'd probably have to come with your own bag.
Like you'd have to. Well, how do you do that? How do you get it filled at the concession with your own bag with a hole in the bottom?
You'd have to fill it in a normal bag and then have the bag with the hole in it.
Without your date noticing?
Just, I don't know. Yeah, it would be hard.
Imagine you're like, do you mind going to the bathroom? It's like, I don't have to. Just really quick, do you mind going? She comes back, there's a bucket of popcorn. She's like, I thought this was a bag. I'm like, don't worry about it. I got upgraded to the bucket.
Upgraded.
No, but the logistics of that, like you'd have to put a hole in the bottom, get hard, and then stick your dick into the salty. Like I eat 3 handfuls of popcorn and I need chapstick. Imagine what would that do to your,
Oh, I love that's such a guy's perspective. Like you're all worried about the condition of your penis after that.
Well, yeah.
Not the fact that a woman will be
Need Blistex.
will be putting her hand in, looking for some really nice popcorn, and find your hard dick in there. Yucky.
Why yucky? You're on a date. That's you're just speeding up the process.
She's not interested in that in the movie. She's interested in enjoying a movie with you, not to find a big hard. No.
All women are sluts.
Oh my
Let's
god.
be real.
What is happening today?
I'm just trying to be funny.
Jordan,
Anyway.
please pipe up in these moments.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say.
Oh god, see, Julian.
No, but here's how I would rank popcorn. Movie theater number 1, gas station number 2, and after that, stovetop. But as a kid, I used to make microwave popcorn when I would babysit because we didn't have a microwave. I never had a microwave.
Oh, you never did?
Well, for a short period of time we had one, then my mom
Ixnay.
kicked it to the curb when she found out what it did. So we were always a microwave-free household. Humble brag. It's like those people that say, I don't watch TV. Oh, shut up. Hey, you talk about a show. You're like, have you seen the show?
You're spicy today.
I don't really watch TV. I don't even own a TV. That's the next level. People say they don't watch TV. Bullshit. And then when they say they don't have a TV, I'm like, ugh.
Ah.
What are you, poor?
Ah.
I actually don't own
You're
the
so
TV.
feisty today.
Anyway, but I would
I
babysit.
love TV.
I love it too. I'm a student of television. I would
love
babysit and watch.
TV.
I would make microwave popcorn and after cut the bag open and lick the sides of the bag. That chemical butter. I probably have cancer.
Stop it. Stop it.
I would lick
Hey.
like that toxic bright yellow. What?
Stop that.
What?
Actually, they do say microwave popcorn's really not good for you.
No, I know. I've learned since over the years. I was there for years just licking microwave popcorn
Oh my
and
gosh.
huffing incense. I'm like doing all the things that we find out now are worse than smoking cigarettes.
And eating 3 combos during your 4-hour shift
Oh,
at
God.
McDonald's. Oh, God. Hey, speaking of TV, even though we were kind of off it with you licking the bag, but one of my new favorite shows, and I'm so sad they're short seasons, you have to watch Shetland. Have you ever seen it?
No. We're
It's
done with the
really
popcorn?
good. No, we can continue.
Why don't you make notes so you don't forget and then we can circle
Well,
to
I
your...
didn't know that we would be. I didn't know there was more to talk about with the fucking movie popcorn.
Well, I still can't believe that you're not acknowledging that movie popcorn is the best popcorn by far.
You're choosing the wrong words. It's not that I'm not acknowledging. I just don't feel that way. My very favorite is stovetop popcorn.
Let's do a poll.
I like
for
the fat in it. Like I love stovetop
the
with
fat.
because there's oil. Like people say, because I find microwave popcorn is dry. I don't like the chemical.
We're not talking
just-
microwave. We're talking movie. Let's use this as our
Same,
next.
yeah, but that's the same kind of thing. That orange, like you're talking about.
It's not the same thing. Microwave popcorn and movie popcorn is not the same thing.
I don't-
No, ben, no.
I like movie popcorn, but I prefer stovetop popcorn.
It's kind of made the same way though in the machine.
Yeah, I
It's-
know,
It's with
but
oil. Like in the movies, it's made with oil, and they just put this yellow toxic seasoning in it,
I think that you're right.
and they put butter oil.
I understand. I do. I think you're right. I think that part of my enjoyment of stovetop is because I know it's healthy.
By the way, this is just as fresh as it was yesterday.
Disturbing.
Life hack. No, it's not. We put a plastic bag over it. If you left it out, it would be stale. It's not like, I know what you're going to say. When I used to work at Eastside Mario's and the bread.
I wasn't going to say
You
that.
weren't as if.
No, I wasn't.
Anyway,
That's true.
let's
though.
use this as a clip for our next online debate. What's better? Movie popcorn? Look at this. Beautiful, bright, yellow, salty. You eat 3 handfuls and your dick gets chafed. No, you eat 3 handfuls and you need lip balm. That's what I want in my.
Balm.
That's what I want.
Balma.
That's what I want in my popcorn.
Balama.
I need Vaseline.
Oh my god, ew. Yucky.
Oh fuck! My camera fucked up.
But we're really passionate about popcorn today.
Well, I'm eating some for breakfast.
Something I will say.
It's probably gross to listen to. Anyway, Sheffield. Or go ahead.
No, it's not called Sheffield. You're like, anyway, Sheffield. No. But I was just gonna say I really like popcorn mixed with sweets. That's another debate. Do people like that? I
Yeah,
love
you throw some M&Ms right in there.
Oh yeah.
Dump them right in.
You know what else is really the best combo with popcorn? Caramel.
I thought you were gonna say nibs.
Oh no, caramel! It's so good. It's kind of like almost like Chicago mix type thing because you got the salty popcorn, and I love caramel. Do you like caramel?
Yeah. Why are you really saying the milk part? I don't know why.
'Cause
Caramel. You like caramel?
I don't know because I don't want it to be confused with caramel.
I
Caramel.
really love caramel.
Yeah.
You like
listen.
caramel?
Okay, I don't think I'm going caramel. Every
You sound like a
time.
toddler that has like a stuffy nose. I like caramel. Excuse me, do you have any caramel bars? I love caramel.
Oh gosh, what?
Oh gosh.
This is so insane. This show is insane. Anyways,
It's so crazy.
You know what's insane?
Qua.
I'm watching Love is Blind this season. It's my
Is it
first
good?
time ever. It's actually the most psychotic show that I've ever watched, and I cannot stop watching it.
Right? You
It's
love it.
pretty
Admit
good.
it. You love it. Which
No, but
season?
I'm like hate watching it. It's like, why am I watching this and I can't stop?
Is there a
literally
new
can't-
season?
Yeah,
Oh.
it just came out. It's
I think it's just fluff, and it's nice to just completely. And also, I think it's in our nature to feel better about our lives when we watch other people be so ridiculous.
Watch-
It's kind of like Intervention. You watch that and you're like, oh, my life's not that bad, and it makes you feel better. You watch Love Is Blind and you're like, they're ridiculous and I'm not. I don't know. I think it makes us feel better about our lives.
The thing
it
that
just doesn't make sense that like it doesn't even look fake because like they're actually like crying when they get proposed to after knowing each other for 2 days.
I think
and
they
they're
really
like, I'm
feel
so
it.
in love with you. Like, oh my God, I want to spend forever with you. And they're bawling their eyes out. I'm like,
has
I
there-
think they
is
actually.
happening?
I think they actually really feel that way.
in the other
I
seasons,
know, but it's crazy.
It is crazy.
have there been ones in this season that meet and they're like, oh, like because in last season there was a couple
Yeah.
that were like, and the amount of times grown adults refer to the pods in a serious manner drives me up the wall. They're like, the pods, we met through the pods, and back when you were just different in the pods, and in the pods you really opened up, and pods. Like, you're a grown adult talking about pods as if you're talking about COVID. I don't know. I was trying to think of something serious. No, but the pods. What do you listen to yourself talk? Anyway, but there's one, at least one I can think of once where they were like, "I'm so in love with you," and then they met and they're like, oh. At least one person was like, "Yeah, no, this is remember Shake."
Yes.
So awkward.
Yeah, he was like, and he was doing that classic thing of, trying to get to know the person through the wall, but you can't see them. So he was doing that classic, like, trying to find out what she looks like and how much she weighs and stuff. And he was like, I just love getting piggybacks and like,
Yeah, in
and like
concerts.
carrying, and putting like girls on my shoulders at concerts. Like, would
Could I do that?
would
Yeah.
I be able to do that with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Oh God.
I don't know. And I think I think it's also because they're in the pods and like they're immersed in that. How long is it? A week?
They should make them glory pods.
Oh gosh. Is it a week? Glory pods.
I think.
But I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like when you're immersed into a situation, it's almost like you forget the outside world and you it's like you get wrapped up in a new reality so quickly. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but you cannot fall in love with someone that fast through a wall. It's just you can't.
Unless there's
You
a hole in
can't
that wall.
Oh my God.
By the way, and there's a lot they don't show. A lot of people that the contestants they don't show because when it starts off the first episodes, you see like they'll show quick clips, and you'll see like very overweight people and so on, and they never make it to the show. In the show, I wonder how, like why, and how those interactions go, because there's a lot of people they don't show.
It's true.
They only focus on like a handful of couples, 5 to 30 couples.
Maybe they just focus on the most insane ones, like Jordan's talking about, like the ones that get so into it that they're, that makes for like they must be like, even the crew must be like, what the hell is with these guys?
I don't know.
Like they're insane. Well, I hate to say it, but I have to wrap up.
Oh shit.
I know already. I gotta go, but I just wanted you guys to know that Shetland is really good. I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I love British shows. They're so good, especially the like murder mystery type of detective shows.
Mhm.
They're so well done, like well acted, well written, everything. It's so good, and I love like Scotland and Irish type. It's so nice. Like watching, it's gloomy. It's like perfect. Anyway, Shetland is a really good.
It's gloomy. It's perfect.
Well, for a mystery, for a detective series, it's really good. It's like perfectly set. But it's a great show, and I know you'd love it.
Every time I reach for popcorn, my camera fucks up.
Hello, I'm talking about
Sorry.
Shetland. And
Yes.
then you're like, oh, popcorn. Like,
Sorry.
jeez.
I got distracted with the camera. Yeah, it is a great show. Is it a new season that's out? Is that why you're watching it again?
Yes, but you haven't watched it.
I guess I have.
I don't think so.
Shit, yes. The detective guy
The whole thing?
who's all serious. I'm a serious detective.
Nah.
I do serious things, and my life is serious. I go home, and it's serious. My job is serious. Isn't that what it is?
Well, I guess they're all like that. I don't
What-
think there's like a hi, I'm a detective. I'm really wacky.
I know, but they always take their work home with them. It's like, I just leave work at work.
Oh yeah, right.
I was at home,
Like
okay,
it's
so
easy to do that when
I'm
you're
a detective at home. I'm detached from everything.
Oh my
I
gosh.
just can't stop detecting detective things.
Detecting. You're a piece of work. Okay, well I
I
have
thought you could say you're a piece of shit.
that too. Just kidding.
You're a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit. Anyway, I feel like we're on Love Is Blind right now because I can't even see you.
Through the
Oh
pads.
yeah. Depends.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you guys go. Sorry to wrap it up, but I have an appointment to get to. And yes,
Is it-
it's disgusting and personal.
Is it genital related?
Yes,
What
disgusting.
do you mean? What
personal.
do you mean appointment? Oh, is it really private?
No,
Oh, it's your
taking my
hair.
No,
Okay.
I'm taking my mother to
Do a hair
something.
appointment.
Yeah,
Well, say that. Otherwise, it's ominous and it seems medical and genital related.
that's only you. By
I
the
can't
way.
be the only one. I cannot be the only one that thinks that. When you go, I have an appointment, so what's going on?
Okay, bye guys. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
But I'm still on,
Bye.
by the way, Jordan. Are you still on?
Yeah.
Okay. Love you. Doesn't it sound ominous and weird when it's just appointment? I can't be the only one that thinks, it involves ointments and infections or something.
I guess so, yeah. If you don't like, because if you had a dentist appointment, you'd probably say, oh, I'm going to the dentist.
Yeah.
But if you're going to the doctor, I don't usually say, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, I always try to specify. I'm going to my butt doctor, so takes the guesswork out of it. I went to New Brunswick last week for 24 hours. Left on Wednesday, came back Thursday, and as you know, I'm terrified of flying. Do you know? Actually, did you know that?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah. I think I'm going to die every time. It's the takeoff. I've realized it's only the first 5 to 10 minutes of the flight. Once I'm up there, I'm fine. Once we start going down,
Really?
I'm fine.
I'm
It's-
the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, when you're just coasting, I hate that.
Oh, like when you're just like in the sky.
Yeah, like the takeoff and landing is my favorite part.
Oh
But-
my God. When it's taking off, I feel like it's so much stress on the plane. I could feel like just like a bolt somewhere pop off something. And then we just like all of a sudden, because most crashes happen in the first 3 minutes, I think, or something like that.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So that's all I think of. I'm like, I've got 3 minutes to live. Here we go. It's just
Oh
so
my God.
violent. And once we're up there, I don't really think about it, even though, oh my God, that'd be just the worst. You're just up there and all of a sudden just like a loud pop. And then you just have like 2 to 3 minutes to think of everything
Stop it,
as you're
Julian.
plummeting out of the sky.
Don't speak it into existence. I can't even handle that.
And imagine did you ever go to Europe?
No.
I thought about that when I was like over the ocean for so long. I'm like, we are like far from everything. Like if we were to go down right now, it would take hours and hours and hours for anyone to reach us by boat or by helicopter or anything. Like we're just alone.
I know that's why I'm scared of going on long. Like the longest flight I think I've been on is like 3.5 hours, and that was like I want to go to Europe so badly, but thinking of like an 8-hour flight, I'm like, oh my gosh, like the feeling of just coasting, like you don't know if you're like falling or not. Do you know what I mean by
Yes.
that?
Yeah. I know.
Because like there's no movement, and you're like, okay, well, why is there no movement?
I know. Meanwhile, you're going about 800 kilometers an hour.
It's actually disgusting to think of.
I hate it. But this last trip, so I told my doctor, well, why did I call my doctor? It was some sort of ointment I
Oh my
needed.
God.
No, why did I call? Oh, for sleeping pills. And when I was talking to her, she's like, do you need Ativan? Because she had prescribed it to me in the past for flying specifically. And I said, yeah, maybe like a dozen, because I know myself. I just love it too much. It feels so good. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I'm a highly addictive personality. Like Actually, the last time I got a bottle of Ativan, she gave me 30. And this is like 3 years ago, and they lasted me 30 days.
Oh my gosh.
I took one every day.
Wait, what? And you could just like function normally?
Yeah, you're not high. You don't get high from it.
Oh.
It just relaxes you. Like you have no.
Okay.
It melts away any anxiety. It's a what do they call it? Not a beta blocker, but maybe that's what it is. It just it's like almost impossible to feel anxious on it. I mean, I'm sure if I was on Ativan and someone pointed a gun in my face, I would feel anxiety. But like it just melts away anything. So you don't really feel high. You just feel good. You feel good.
Oh my god.
So good.
Fiending for Ativan.
You feel like motivated and inspired to do things. You're just like, oh, wow. Anyway, yeah, I took one every day. Jenny found the bottle. She's like, did you take all of the Ativan? I was like, yeah. Anyways.
How did you get out of that cycle? Like, how were you not like craving it after?
I can't remember. I don't think so. Maybe for a couple days, I felt like life wasn't worth living. But after that, it kind of went away. It wasn't like...
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating. It might have been 35 days, almost every day, but I took them. I
Well,
took them
still.
pretty much. I'd wake up, have coffee, and be like, I'll just pop an Ativan, and you put it under your tongue. It dissolves, and it just all of a sudden you feel good. But you can get shit done. You can do anything. You don't feel anxiety at all. And
It's crazy how they can just prescribe you stuff like that. Like, that's just how drug addiction starts.
And you can tell it's small. I know. I saw a video of Kensington, which is in Chicago, I think, this area. And it's like all people that are addicted to opioids. And it's fucked. It looks like The Walking Dead, and they're twitching.
Such a problem.
And that all started with like a prescription. Like someone would prescribe them some fucking oxycodone or whatever. And then all of a sudden they can't get it prescribed anymore. So they go to street heroin. And then that's literally how it happens. It's a huge epidemic, especially in the States.
It's such a big problem, yeah.
And it's not something that I'm really aware of or whatever, but I think it might have been on TikTok. If you look on TikTok, literally hashtag Kensington.
Well, I don't know if I want to see that.
People put music to stuff and they kind of make fun, which is awful, but it's fucked up. Like, it's fucked up. They don't look human anymore. They're twitching. Their eyes are bulging out. They're screaming. They're just there. It's fucked up. And that all started with a prescription.
So awful.
It's so awful. So, but Ativan is not in that category. It's not an opioid. It's anti-anxiety, so it blocks something in your... Well, it's still very addictive. I mean, it's in the category of Xanax. Xanax is more intense and doesn't last as long. Ativan is less intense and lasts longer. And you can tell it's strong because it's the size of a pinhead. It's the smallest little pill. You put it
Shit.
Yeah, and you put it under your tongue and it dissolves. And without...
Did you feel groggy every day?
It can make you feel tired, but not always. It doesn't always make you feel tired or groggy. You just kind of, you can feel after like maybe 3-4 hours after you took it, you're like, I could definitely nap right now. But what you do then is you nap, and then when you wake up from your nap, have another Ativan. And anyway.
Oh my God.
No, we know.
Do not do this. Anyone listening.
No, this is not good advice. We actually had a doctor friend who was a comic on the West Coast, and he was highly addicted to Ativan. If you have real anxiety problems, it can be an issue because it really alleviates that. If you don't have it, it just makes you feel good. Like if you have just a little twinge of anxiety here and there, it just eliminates that. But if you have like crippling anxiety, general anxiety all the time, you could be very addicted to these things. Anyway, so this time my doctor was like, "Oh, do you need Ativan?" She like suggested it. I think I talked about it on the podcast. I felt like I was doing something wrong. I'm like, yes. I'm like, actually, I'm starting to fly more in this. So, but I said 12. Give me 12. And she gave me 15, the bitch. She gave me 15 Ativan, 15 sleeping pills. I still have some of the sleeping pills left. By the way, they didn't really work, the sleeping pills. I know I'm all over the map right now, but they would really knock me out. for 4 or 5 hours, then I would wake up. Same again. Same as that, because my issue, I guess, is staying asleep. But I discovered through Andrew Huberman, neuroscientist, he talked about it on Joe Rogan. I saw a clip on TikTok. It's a cocktail of supplements, all natural. Actually, I sent it to your mom. It's magnesium threonate, apigenin, which is not available in Canada. You have to order it through the States, and L-theanine. I guess the apigenin is a derivative of chamomile, and that combined with the magnesium threonate, it like shuts down the front part of your brain, the anticipatory thinking, what makes you think in the night, shuts that down. But it doesn't like knock you out or anything. So I take that. I ordered it from the States, from Woodland Supplements or something like that. Wood something supplements. Anyway, got that Sleep Stack, $97. It's like 60 some US plus delivery. Came to $97 right to the door for 45 days worth, and it's the only thing that's ever worked. More than
Well, it's good that it's natural.
It's all natural. It's just they're just supplements. It's just and it doesn't like knock you out. It's not like a sleeping pill or like melatonin where you take it, you feel really groggy. You don't even feel anything. You just take it half hour before bed. You go to bed and you just kind of drift normally and solid sleep. I'll wake up in the night to pish, and it's I go right back to sleep right away. Usually as soon as I would wake up, usually my thing was I'd open my eyes and I'd start thinking of things. Not even negative, worrisome things, just like I'd start thinking, I'd be excited about things and whatever, and I'd be up for at least 2 hours, after 4 hours every night. Now, I've been on this for 2 weeks. It works better than prescribed sleeping pills. So if you're having a hard time sleeping, we'll post it on the page, the Sleep Stack from Wood something supplements. Can't remember the name of the company right now, but magnesium threonate, apigenin, and L-theanine. Perfect. L-theanine is a natural anxiety reducer, and those three things combined, it's unbelievable. Of years of research, personal research I've been on to sleep, it's literally the only thing that's ever worked. Anyway, back to the Ativan. So she prescribed me 15 Ativan, and first 2 days I took one. I got them. I think I had one in the parking lot before I even left the pharmacy. And
oh my God.
So I got home, and the next day I took another, and then I gave the bottle to Jenny. I was like, keep this away from me. Only give it to me when I'm traveling. Which I'm really glad I did that, and I had the willpower to even give it to her, because otherwise I would have none left. But I still have like 11 left because anyway, I don't know where they are in the house. I'm like a addicted child.
Oh my God.
I need things put away. Anyway, so but holy hell. I took one an hour before my flight, hour and a half. On Wednesday, I'm telling you, Jordan Jane, zero anxiety about flying. Zero. And I mean, I have a crippling phobia. Terrified of it. It's like, usually I would drink. I would hammer at least a couple drinks, couple pints, a couple double gin and tonics, something before the flight. And as soon as we're up in the air and they're serving, I'd drink on the flight. I also used to smoke pot before flights, which probably made it worse. But actually definitely made it worse. But
for sure it did.
I don't know why I would think otherwise, but I used to like always smoke a joint and then get some drinks in and then go on the flight. And I'm telling you, like, heart pounding through my chest, anxiety gripping the armrests, like arching my back, like just like full panic, phobia. Every time I flew, every time it got worse. One little Ativan, and you take it long enough before your flight. If it's just a half hour, it won't. An hour and a half, because it lasts a long time. So you're not taking it too early. It's not going to wear off. An hour and a half under the tongue. Boom, boom. Get to the airport. I was already checked in. Go past security. By the time I get past security, I'm feeling good. Happy. I'm excited. I'm actually motivated. I'm like, wow, aerodynamics and air engineering is so fascinating. And I was like, humans are so smart.
Oh my God.
Humans are so smart to come up with the notion of flying. And I was seeing businessmen and women walk around the airport. I'm like, I'm inspired to make money. I felt so good. Got on the plane. Zero anxiety. Maybe I felt a little tiny twinge for literally 40 seconds during takeoff. Like the tiniest flutter. But other than that, it was completely gone. Completely. So I had 2. I was dispensed 2 before my trip. I took 1 before leaving, and then I was coming back the next day. And the next day, same thing. About an hour and a half before leaving Moncton, popped it, went to the airport. I was with some comics and my former manager, and as we were past security, I'm like, oh, my Ativan just hit. I feel good. And they're like, what is that? And I felt like such a druggie telling them. I'm like, my doctor prescribed me this. And they didn't know about it. I was like, whatever. Losers. And then Air Canada offered $2,400 in vouchers for if someone was willing to miss the flight and be on the next flight. And I ran up to the counter. And I was like, uh-oh, if I take this, that means I wasted the Ativan. That means my flight will be tomorrow. I won't have an Ativan. So because of that, I was like, first I talked to her and I said, is it a check or is it a travel voucher? She said, if you're volunteering, it's a voucher. Otherwise, it would be a check. I said, well, if you can work your magic and make it a check, I will sit this one out and fly out tomorrow. Turns out there was just someone that was late. They ended up making it. Or no, someone was late and they didn't make it, so that the flight wasn't oversold and they didn't need to do it. But have you ever been on a flight where they offer that?
No, I don't think I have.
It happens sometimes because they oversell flights.
I know. Well, why do they do that?
I don't know. It seems to be working. It's a business model that's, I don't know, people just miss or don't show up for their flight.
Yeah, I guess so.
But it happened once to us in Mississauga. We're flying home to New Brunswick, and they needed 2 passengers to move their flight, and they were offering $800 in cash. Well, a check, but we got a check. $800. They put us up in a hotel, even though we lived in Toronto. They put us up in a hotel near the airport that night. They gave us a $100 gift certificate at the restaurant in the hotel and $800 checks each.
Wow, each.
Yeah, each. So
crazy.
Sometimes it's worth it, but I had to come back to here the other day, and it was a voucher. I was like, I don't fly that much to miss a full day of things and like rearrange my day and waste an Ativan. So, but if it was a $2,400 check, I would have for sure done it. I was like, sign me up.
Even if it was a $2,400 voucher, though, like that can take you pretty far.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. Yeah, it's true. I don't know why I had such a hang up on the voucher. I'm like, I don't want a voucher. I want cash.
It's because you took the Ativan, though, for sure. If you hadn't have do you think if you didn't take it yet, you would have taken the voucher? Or still?
Yeah, definitely. No, definitely.
Yeah,
if I still have that Ativan in my pocket, I was like, give me the voucher. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Airport lady. Yeah, I did not want to waste the Ativan. Like for a voucher, I wasn't about to. And it's so stupid. It's literally just 4 minutes of crippling anxiety. And once you get past that, I'm fine. But that 4 minutes changes that makes me make decisions otherwise. It's torturous fear. Like a deep, deep, I'm going to die fear. And I'm telling you, this episode brought to you by Ativan. Ask your doctor about Ativan.
Oh my God. We're not promoting drug use.
Ask your doctor if Ativan is right for you. Has anyone ever done that in the history of doctor-patient relationships? Like, hey, I saw this commercial. Is Viagra right for me? Anyway. Anywho, that's pretty much it. Adavan, those were my notes. Adavan flying, weird guy, become a weird guy. Oh, and cheese. That's the thing with my 75 hard diet. I'm doing no fried foods, no sugars, and no and whole foods. Like whole foods only. But I can still eat like shit. Like I'm eating movie popcorn for breakfast. I'm eating so much cheese. The other day on Sunday, I ate a bag of those salty strips I was telling you about. Those little salty.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to eat the full bag, but it's impossible. It's impossible to not eat the full bag because it's so salty and good. It's basically a vehicle for salt. Like the cheese is secondary. And I ate a full bag. Then we got to Bronze. I ate like half of that blue cheese. Then I've just been eating so much cheese lately. I'm full of cheese. My systems have shut down. But meanwhile, I'm like on this healthy diet. Anyway, this episode is brought to you by the Dairy Farmers Association of Canada. Dead Dairy. All right.
The dairy.
What am I doing? One last handful of popcorn.
ASMR.
Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Movie Popcorn ASMR. It has to be movie popcorn. It can't just be any popcorn because it's a different kind of crunch. Yeah, is that gross? Do you have your headphones
I
on?
don't know. I feel like I don't know if people are into it.
Did you just have a head orgasm? That's what they, that's what they call it. It's so gross. A head
I know.
orgasm. Like, ugh.
The thought of that. Ooh.
Do you have your headphones in right now?
Yeah.
Does it sound gross?
No, and I don't like chewing, and that's not bothering me for some reason.
I can tell you it doesn't taste gross. I ate so much last night. I thought I was going to throw up, and I woke up this morning. It got me out of bed. I was like, movie popcorn.
Oh my God, you're obsessed.
Well, it's literally the best part of going to I love going to the movies. I love watching movies and stuff, but it's the popcorn is what gets me there. It's what,
Oh yeah,
like,
me too.
if I'm on the fence and I'm like, and I'm like, oh no, popcorn. But now I don't know. I don't know why I never thought of doing this before, just going in to get popcorn. But now I may never go watch another movie again.
Well, they have on Uber Eats. They have like Cineplex as like a store. It's
Shut
just
up.
Popcorn and snacks. Oh yeah.
Oh
On
really?
Uber Eats. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just behind on the times. I thought I was a cutting edge. I thought it was
No,
interesting.
but I mean, like I think it's a different thing to like actually go to the movies just to get popcorn. Like at least someone's doing it for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I know before I would have cared what people thought of me, but I was literally in line with my giant Whole Foods bag, flushing it at the countertop. And I had that thought of like, wow, because I thought if I was in line to go to the movies and I saw this a guy, I was wearing all sweats, just fresh out of the gym, so my face was extra red because I was in the sauna. Like if I saw this red-faced, wet-haired guy with sweats on, with a giant Whole Foods bag, loading it with popcorn and leaving, I'd be like, what a fucking weird guy. And I just didn't care.
That is a psychopath move.
I know.
Like,
Kind of
yeah.
kind of psychotic. Anywho, you'll be coming in studio soon, Josh. I ordered a couple things. I ordered a camera switcher, and then I'm going to order
Oh, nice.
a couple
Yeah.
cameras. So you'll be set up. Won't be using my phone anymore that bugs out, and we'll be fully set. So
Nice.
Gordy's sitting in your seat right now, or you'll be sitting on the couch. There's already a boom mic, or a mic boom, and yeah, it'll be fun. We'll get you out here, and then we'll do 2 episodes when you come out back to back,
Yeah, good idea.
and then we'll yeah. Anyway. Fun. All right. Well, that's our episode, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. We appreciate you. We really do. Thanks a lot. The podcast continues to grow, even though we've been inconsistent with releases. I'm going to be much better on that. That's on me. Me, though. I've been busy and posting them when possible, trying to do it once a week at least. It's always towards the end of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to be more consistent. That is my promise to you, to everybody involved. I don't like the feeling of being inconsistent anyway. It's a gross, yucky feeling. So,
Agreed.
what's that?
Oh, I said agreed.
Yeah, I don't like it. So I'm going to be on top of that. Actually, I'm going to release this one today. We're going to be caught up. I'm going to release 2 today, and then next week we're going to be all caught up. We'll just do them 1 a week, maybe 2 when you start coming in the studio. Anyway, we'll figure it out, but we're going to be consistent. We're going to establish a day. I think Thursdays probably. For record every Wednesday. Anyway, we'll see. And by the way, you can, Jordan Jane, you can come here. We can record episodes and you can do your other work too here. We have lightning fast internet. If you have video calls or something to do. I'm just spitballing here. I don't know.
Just spitballing.
Just spitballing. Anyway, we'll figure out the logistics. We'll get her done. Bringing you content that you deserve, dear listener. You right now listening. We appreciate you. All right. We'll see you when we see you next week, of course. And until then, do you have anything to add, Josh?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, we'll see you soon, everybody. And thanks again. And thanks to GandalfSpirulina.com. I can never say that in one word smoothly. I always stutter. GandalfSpirulina.com for all your Gandalf Spirulina needs. We appreciate you. We love you. Watch your head.